What's up guys, it's Evan here, and today this will be my Hot Wheels racing video to see which one out of all my cars will be the fastest. I have a prediction. I think my most favorite car, the most good looking, is the Mustang. I think that will be very fast. So I will be keeping track of time. So I'll be showing you everything. So let's get started. I will put the records on sticky notes and I'll see the results. So let's get started. Let's pick up the first car, Inquisitor car from Star Wars Rebels. And we will start the time in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 210 milliseconds from this car. So let me put the results down. Okay, let's get our next car. I always thought of this car as the Wolverine because it's the colors. So we will be starting in 3. Make sure the ramp is good. 2. We will be starting in 3, 2, 1. Stop. We're gonna have to do that again. The results were not clear. 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 470 milliseconds. Okay, now we will have the Scorpion car. And we will be doing this. So this will be ready in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are the results are 1.79 or 1 second, 790 milliseconds. So now let's go to this tank, which might be a little slower because it's bigger. So 3, it can hold a Lego figure in here. 2, 1, stop. And the results were not clear. Let's do this again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. Please stop. 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 950 milliseconds. That's the fastest so far. And I thought it would be slower. Now let's go to this regular car that looks like a gray sedan Camry. And let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 130 milliseconds. Now to this more reddish race car. You'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 80 milliseconds. Now let's go to this more sportier car, white. And we will be doing this in 3, 2, 1, stop. And the results are 1 second and 70 milliseconds. Now, let's go to this more pickup truck. This was the first car, Hot Wheel, I ever owned. It's more old. I got this around 3, 4 years ago. And let's start this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 520 milliseconds. Let's go to this purplish, grayish car, and we will be starting in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 960 milliseconds. So 10 milliseconds off from the fastest record. Now let's go to this bluish car. This is not broken off. So this will be ready in 3, 2, 1. Let us do that again. Did not go on the track properly. This will be ready in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 120 milliseconds. Let's go to this reddish pickup truck. Let's do this. And let's start in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 310 milliseconds. One second and what?
0.31.
And how much is that?
1.31. 310.
Let's go to this more of a sportier car. 3, 2, 1. That fell off track. Let's do this again. Oh God, this broke off. I will be right back. And I am back again. So let's do this. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Fell off track again. This is such a terrible car. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 150 milliseconds. What milliseconds?
I already erased it.
I think it was 103 milliseconds. Let's just keep it at that. 103. Let's go to the brownish pickup truck, and we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Stop, and the results are 1 second and 630 milliseconds. Let's do this gray and orange one again because I think I got mixed up. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 220 milliseconds. I was totally young. So let's go to this more of a snowmobile car. And this will be ready in 3, 2, 1. Fell off track. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, fell off track. This is backwards. Sorry. Let's start this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 20 milliseconds. Let's go to this purplish race car. And let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are, we're going to have to do that again. The results were not clear. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 990 milliseconds. Let's go to this, another one of these types of race cars. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are not clear. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Fell off track. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 650 milliseconds. What?
50.
650. And let's go to this lawnmower. Yellow lawnmower. What the heck? Why is that in Hot Wheels? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Fell off track. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 210 milliseconds. Let's go to this sporty blue sedan. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 990 milliseconds, exactly like that purplish race car. Now let's go to this red sports car. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Fell off track. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are not clear. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 370 milliseconds. Let's go to this C-3PO van. It looks pretty cool. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Stop. And the results are 1 second and 60 milliseconds. Okay, we're going to have to stop it there. So, please leave a like, down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Comment which card you thought was the coolest. And thanks for watching. Be sure to watch part 2. Adios, amigos.